If you got a pickup truck, this is why you need to modify your pickup truck. If you just bought it or you've been having it for a couple years, you need to modify your truck. And this is the reason why I'm going to be sharing with you guys that in today's video. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is now. Hope you guys are having a good day overall. If you got a pickup truck, I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video today why I personally feel like you have to modify your truck. It's a must. Even if you're thinking about it or if you've been having your truck for a long time, you're driving it stock, these are the reasons why. I feel like you got to modify your truck. Even if you got a car, you got to modify it. If you know, you know. But I'm going to share with you guys my reasons behind why it's very, very important. Before we get into that, I want to say if you are here on the channel for your first time, you click on this video, do me a huge favor right now. If you're into Mopar, you're into trucks, the Rams and stuff like that, 4th generation Ram in general, car guy, overall, do me a favor. Click that subscribe button down there. And also make sure you like this video so it can get out to more people who are like-minded like me, also like you, that are into cars and stuff like that. So it's not too many Ram channels on YouTube, especially for the Ram 1500s. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button. Why is it important for you to modify your truck? Why? Why am I saying it? To be honest, guys, it's a lot of reasons behind it. But most things that come into mind when you plan on modifying anything, especially for a car guy mind, the first thing is miles per gallon. Like, meaning that you want to go fast, you want to go fast. That's the goal. You want to go fast. Overall, you want that performance, the best performance out of your truck in general. That got to be your goal. That got to be your goal. After you want to figure out, if you're a car guy, you want to go fast, but also you want your truck to have the best, the best overall performance. So that's one of the reasons, right? Is because you want your truck at the end of the day to be at its reach its full potential, like pretty much. You want your truck to get the best out of that 5.7 Hemi engine, and you're not going to be able to achieve that if your truck is stock and you don't have any kind of modifications coming straight from the manufacturer, this and that. They don't put any kind of crazy mod on a stock truck at the end of the day, especially a stock Ram 1500. Everything is stock because according to the dealership, or, well, not the dealership, but according to the car manufacturer, stock is the way for you to go. But every car guy know you have to have your truck. If you got a truck, obviously this video is for Ram 1500 pickup trucks or pickup trucks in general. You have to modify if you want it to have that best reach that best potential of, you enjoying it. You got to modify it, But overall, my biggest reason is you got to improve your performance. That's the goal, to improve the performance. You cannot do that keeping your truck stock at the end of the day. Even if you daily drive it, this and that. I feel like most people probably don't understand. If a non-car guy person will probably understand there's no benefit. Like, why do you want to make your car loud or make it fast? It's not really doing anything. But the goal for a car, the goal at the end of the day, any car guy will understand this, is to improve your performance. That's the goal. You can do engine upgrades. You can do exhaust system. You can do pretty much everything that's under the hood to really, really be able to get the best out of your truck at the end of the day, especially if you're daily driving. That's a goal. My next reason, Some people do this. Obviously, this is part of my reason too. It's gonna be you want to improve overall your appearance on your truck. Honestly, for me, I'll be real with you guys. This truck don't look bad. Don't look bad the way it looked from factory, but some little things like if you doing little things like if you just the small stuff like the window tints, like this truck without window tints, it looked completely different, believe it or not. But after I add the window tints on here, especially like all around, even the front windshield, this thing looked like a completely different kind of animal. And it was completely stock. I mean, still is kind of stockish now. But just little stuff like that, window tints, removing like debadging your truck can really like give it like that overall better appearance. For me, I think that those little things add up to where, it makes a car truck at the end of the day look completely different from how they looked before when you first drove it off the lot or whatever and stuff like that. Third reason is also is to increase your functionality at the end of the day. Your truck, you want it to, especially if most, I'm just saying most people that have pickup truck, get it for a reason, to use it for work or to use it to off-road. Like those are like, if somebody is not a car guy, they think, I mean, non-car guys, people, they think about, if you got a pickup truck, is strictly labeled as a truck for you to use for work. Everybody that got a pickup truck is for you to use it to work with it. Haul stuff, go off-road and doing all that crazy stuff and things like that. That's like the real reason for a pickup truck. But for me, on the other hand, is, I don't really use my truck for that, honestly. I'm just using it to, obviously I got this truck for, two reasons. To be able to put my family in it, and also one of my biggest reasons is something I can modify that look good overall, and also that is not gonna, be an issue at the end of the day. I can drive it all year round, so increasing your functionality and stuff like that definitely is something that, it helps a big time, especially if you, add mods and stuff like that, because stock at the end of the day is not going to give you that best performance that you're trying to get out of your truck. Or unless it's a truck that came from factory, where I'm gonna just say like a Ram TRX. A Ram TRX don't need to be, unless you want to add more stuff, but you don't really technically need to add anything else, because I feel like it's already making 750 or 800, somewhere around there out the door. I wouldn't want to do anything else. The inside, everything is all souped up, nice. You guys ever seen one of those trucks in person, been inside of it, you see how nice it is? Pretty much, that's like the only reason why I wouldn't. Number 4 is you could boost your safety and also your protection by you. Let's say if you out there, you bought your truck, you put some bigger size tires on there. Let's say you put a lift on there. You add a little bit more stuff to it, spiced it up to where, like, normally, like, what you would spend. Now, from my understanding, nowadays it's not like how it was like maybe a couple years ago. Nowadays, you could go to a dealership. You could go to a real high end. I wouldn't say high end, but like a kind of like a certified pre-owned dealership. You go there. You guys seen like one of them big dealerships, like they have these trucks already souped up. I'm saying like lift, big tires, got the window tinted, got that real aggressive, mean looks and stuff like that. They already pretty much have that already. But it's just the only thing that comes with it is that you got to pay way more. But my fourth reason is honestly to boost your safety and protection on your vehicle and stuff. If you plan on going a route of using it for off-road and stuff like that, that's when, that stuff kind of matter and stuff. Number 5, for me, most people probably going to think that, in some cases, I won't say most people, but in some cases, I myself, I'm kind of like, yeah, in some cases, this also increased the resale value on your truck at the end of the day. When you modify your truck, it does increase the resale value. Now, according to dealerships, it don't. If it's like a certain kind of vehicle. But like a pickup truck like this, I have going to a dealership, having some things. Some dealership might take it in hand, but some I don't think they will. But let's say if I bought this truck for around 20, 22, 23, and then I'm trying to put probably what 15 grand into it. And then later on, if I do want to sell it, I'll probably try to sell it for somewhere around 35 with everything done. The 6.4 Hemi truck intake, Hemi engine inside of it, 35 to like close to 40, somewhere around there. Making over probably 750 to the wheels. That's like when you add certain kind of modification. Also, this do matter too on like the mod you add, because certain modification does play a huge factor too in some cases, but it really does come down to the car and also where wherever you decide to take it. I feel like you could put money into any kind of vehicle at the end of the day, and if it's right for mods, a person who's a car guy buying it, they're gonna be willing to pay you a reasonable price, close to what you asking. Sometimes if you're lucky, probably what you asking, because if they see that, not the fact that you put the time and effort into it, but the fact that you got some real good high-end modification at the end of the day, and the car is obviously not stock, truck not stock no more, they're gonna be willing to pay you, whatever you asking, only if you selling to like a non-dealership, like a person or something like that, person to person, somebody who actually understand what they want and know what you got. You could sell for the price that you asking. But these are my 5 reasons why. If you got a truck, if you bought it yesterday, bought it today, you plan on buying one, please modify it. Modify your truck, enjoy it, smile, smiles per gallon. Now I understand the reason why, they tell you smiles per gallon, stuff like that. But when you modify a car, like a truck or a car at the end of the day, it really does make a huge difference, guys. I'm telling you guys, man, it makes a huge difference. I can't wait to be able to show you guys exactly this truck a year from now with what I have planned. I guarantee you guys gonna look back on how far I came and also how this truck was before. But you guys gotta subscribe to the channel though and follow everything, I post about this truck and stuff. We are gonna be doing mods to this truck, so you guys want to stick around. Make sure you guys have a wonderful Friday afternoon. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Peace out.